Hello, how are you? If you're seeing this, it's probably time for you to get out of this depression feeling you're feeling right now. It only depends on you. It only depends on how you will react to life. Things happens for a reason. Just take what happened to you and just make it something that will give you some lesson. Just learn the lesson. Just understand the point that this happened for a reason. And probably you're depressed because you're not expressing yourself. You don't have any purpose. You don't have any direction to follow. The directions are made by you. You create the directions. You create the path. It's not life itself that will create. We have free will. We are able to choose what we want in life. We are able to create our dream lives. So it's not gonna be some magic that will appear in your life and decide what's the best for you, because that's your mission. Your mission to find what you feel it's better for you. It's not God that will say this is better for you, because God, it's not deciding. God says that we have free will. So you decide your life. Don't expect someone to say that you're right or you're wrong. Because if you feel this way, it means that you don't have self-opinion. It means that you're waiting for someone to come and to say to you that you have to do something. But in reality, what you have to do is choose yourself. What you feel better by doing in life. It's not things that will show up and say to you that you have to do this and to do that. Like, if you feel ashamed, if you feel afraid of doing what you like, you're worrying about too much what people will say about you. You are worrying about their opinions. It's only their opinions. And you have to know that not even Jesus, there's people that didn't like him. So who are you to think that you have to be perfect all the time? You're always waiting for validation. You're always waiting for validations for people to say, oh, that's something good. Like, yeah, approving. Like, that's your approval. You don't need approvals. You only need to follow your heart. The only reason that you're depressed is because you don't have directions of where you want to go. You're walking on the street and you don't know where you want to go. You don't know your destiny. Then you don't see this scenario in a fun way because you're lost. You don't know where to go. You see everywhere, but nothing just makes you smile. Nothing makes you smile. Nothing makes you feel confident enough to choose something in life. Get out of this feeling of depression that you created for yourself. It's not the situations, it's how we react to them. And you have to know this, because if not, your life will never change. It only depends on you. It's all up to you. So stop victimizing yourself and putting yourself on a small position. Because you think you are less, because you think you're not enough, because you think you're not loved, because you think repetitive. The word think. It's only your thoughts. If you overthink, of course you're gonna be depressed. Of course, because you are literally listening to the side that you don't have to listen to. It's all your ego, it's all your mind trying to protect you from success. That's all. Of course, if you find money something hard to get, if you think that to get money you have to work your ass off to get it, of course your nervous system and your mind will try to protect you. And then you will end up with no money, because money means danger for your nervous system and for your mind. So you cannot create something that goes totally opposite of what you believe. So if you have a belief of money, if you don't change that belief, if you don't believe that money is easy to get, that money is just strategy, it's just intelligence, it's just aligning with your purpose, then you will never be able to experience financial freedom. You have to change the belief that you have about things. If you think you don't deserve something, if you think you are small, if you think you're not divine, it's all your thoughts. It only depends on you to change that. Only depends on you to change the things, how you perceive things around, it's all in your mind. The way I perceive something is totally different than the way you perceive the same thing. It's the same thing, but what's the meaning that we are giving to them? What's the meaning that we are putting on things? What's the meaning that you are putting in your own self? When you look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? How do you feel? What's your reaction when you look at yourself in the mirror? Just think about this. Life is not meant to be this hard. You learned that life is meant to be hard. That life is meant to be that way. That things are impossible to get. That I want to be someone that people tell me that it's impossible to become because everything is hard in life. Listen, if you want to have something that most of the people don't have, you have to do things that they don't do. There's no way for you to keep the same routine, the same things that you're doing in life. There's no way you keep the same vibes that you're in and expecting something different. Because the energy is always changing, but it is changing on a loop. So what you have to do is change this energy to a different reality. You're being the same because you decided to yourself that it's safe. Because your brain feels like it's safe to be in the same life. Because change hurts. But are you truly happy with the life you have? Change hurts, but being at the same place, it's even worse. Can you just think about this? It actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. There's nothing dangerous in life because fear is only in our minds. It's only in our minds. Only. That's no exception. Only in your minds. You decide. The moment you decide, I am bigger than this, I am better than this, I can do better than this, I am divine, I can change that. As the same that God, Jesus said, go and your faith healed you. Your faith. Don't expect others to come and heal you. Don't expect even God, because if you don't allow the God to work, it will never work. Listen how powerful you are. God is abundance, is prosperity, is love, is infinite love. Why you're not experiencing all these things? Because you decided not to experience. See how powerful you are? That you can even block the connection that you have with God. So when you understand this, you will never, ever live the life that you don't want. But first, you have to understand that everything that you live until now, it was all your creations. It may seem hard for you to accept that, but we are manifesting and creating our reality all the time. Every second we create our reality. Things are not written the way you think it is. If your life were written by someone, by the universe, why God would write your life to be a life that you don't feel fulfilled? It's all up to you. If it was written, God wouldn't say that we have free will. God wouldn't say that if we have faith on what in something, this can happen. It's all about our faith. It doesn't matter what people will think. It doesn't matter if they don't believe you. It doesn't matter if you either don't believe you. The moment that you realize that you're not getting the things you want in life because you don't trust yourself, you just have to trust. Trust yourself. Accept that you don't believe in yourself, that you hate your life, that you hate being where you are, and you feel like a mess. Accept that you are feeling this way and move on. If you just accept and keep the same way, you'll never move on. And that's all the thing that I have to say right now. And if you don't move on, it's all your fault to be in the same place. Então você continua ferrado que você quer. Essa é a mensagem.